Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. In my last video, I shared with you some reasons why it's important to set goals. In case you missed it, you can watch now by clicking the card above or the link in the description box. In today's video, I share with you some simple steps to set SMART goals. So there's 7 main steps to goal setting, and the first is to identify your vision and your values. Before there's a goal, there has to be a larger vision, a big picture to keep in mind. So your vision acts as a set of guiding principles in your life. It's the why behind your goals. How do you identify your vision? Some people say, think of how you'd like to be remembered. What would you like people to say about you at your funeral? What would you like your legacy to be? What would you like your accomplishments to be during the course of your life? So part of my vision is to have a positive impact on others, to touch lives, to add value to others, to help others to live their best lives. What does your ideal lifestyle look like? You may want to have financial freedom so you can have a life of adventure with your family. You may want to have a healthy lifestyle. What are your interests? What are you good at? What do you really love to do? What brings you the most joy in life? What are you passionate about? One of my passions is foreign languages and traveling to different countries, discovering different cultures, meeting new persons. So of course I have to have some travel goals in there. Also look at your values. What kind of person do you want to be? What gives you the greatest sense of pride? What's your heart's desire? In his book, Goals, Brian Tracy says, actions on the outside will ultimately reflect your innermost values, beliefs, and expectations. Living in alignment with your true values is the road to self-confidence, respect, and personal pride. You may ask yourself, what are my biggest worries or concerns? What aggravates me? What really bothers me? This too can shed some light on what your main values are. What hurts you in life? So after you have clarified your values and your vision, you're ready to determine your goals, and your goals will help you to work toward achieving that vision. So step 2 in the goal setting process is to set SMART goals. Goals can be in different categories. We can have physical, career, financial, education, family, social, contribution, spiritual. In all areas there are goals. So what's the one area that would make the biggest difference in your life this year? So if you feel that you have a health concern, then perhaps you'd want to set a health goal. If your priority this year is to be promoted on the job, you'd want to set a career goal. If you have a financial need, you may want to set a financial goal. Whichever goal you think would make the biggest impact, that's what you'd set for the rest of this year. So how do you set SMART goals? Goals must be specific. The S stands for specific. So your goal must be detailed. It must be clear. It must give a clear idea of what you want. State exactly where you're heading. It must never be vague. So specific. So one of my goals in support of my vision of adding value is to grow my YouTube channel by posting videos once or twice per week, and by adding value to a larger number of persons by having up to 1,000 subscribers this year. Goals must be measurable. By when? How many times? What are your benchmarks? How are you going to know exactly when your goal has been achieved? So for instance, it may be to increase your income by $10,000 per month by December 31st, 2022. It might be to weigh X pounds by December 31st, 2022. It may be to go to the gym 3 times per week between August 1st and December 31st, 2022. So it must be measurable. Your goal must be attainable or achievable. Do you have the resources or capabilities that you need to achieve your goal within the time frame that you have set? Do you need more time? Do you need additional steps? For instance, your goal might be to purchase a home in 6 months, but then you realize that you don't have enough saved for the deposit. And perhaps you need to increase your income so that you qualify for the mortgage. So you need to increase the time on that goal. This is a bit tricky because while we want our goals to be achievable, we also want them to be a bit challenging. Because if they're too easy, we won't be motivated to achieve them. But if they're overly challenging, of course that can lead to stress and overwhelm and cause us to give up on our goal. We wouldn't want that to happen. So we need to find balance here. Our goals must be relevant. They must be personal. They must be something that's important to you. They mustn't be dictated by society. They must be consistent with your values. Goals must be timely. They must have a realistic target date, a deadline when it would be accomplished. Of course, you can have short, medium, and long-term goals, but having a deadline gives you a sense of urgency. Step 3 is a simple but important process, and it's write it down. According to Brian Tracy, when you write down your goal, it programs it into your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind then attracts the people and circumstances that you need to fulfill your goal. It is also said that you're 42% more likely to achieve your goal if it is written. Step 4 is to review your goals daily. You want to make your goals visible. Some people suggest that you print them out and you put them up on your wall or on your vision board. Some actually suggest that you rewrite them twice a day, morning and evening, just after you get up and before going to bed. You rewrite them in your journal. The idea is that you become what you think about most of the time. So you want to have your goals present. You want to visualize yourself achieving them. You want to be very positive about your goals and believe that you will succeed. So now we get to step 5, which is to create a plan. We're going to break our goal down into manageable steps and create our action plan. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry said, "A goal without a plan is just a wish." So the first thing we're going to do is list all the activities that we need to complete to achieve our goal. Next, we're going to organize our activities by priority, which are the most important, which will have the greatest impact. We're also going to organize by sequence. So if I want to build a house, perhaps I'd need to purchase the land first, then I might need to get my plan, and then I'd need to approach the bank for a mortgage. So what's the sequence? Then an important step is schedule. If it's not scheduled, it's not real. It's said that each minute spent in planning saves 10 minutes on execution. And the timeline creates a sense of urgency that motivates you to achieve your goal. Next is to take action daily. So now that we've planned everything out, it's time to put that plan into action. Every step that you take should lead you to another and another until you achieve your goal. You're going to motivate yourself to take persistent and continuous action in the direction of your goals until you succeed. Now come to step 7, which is to track and celebrate your progress. What gets measured gets done. So if you need $30,000 for a down payment on your dream car and you have 6 months to save it, you know that every month you're going to have to save $5,000. So you're going to measure your progress until you reach to the 30,000. However, in measuring your progress, you need to be flexible. Brian Tracy said, "Be clear about your goal, but be flexible about the process of achieving it." No plan is ever perfect, so you need to make corrections and adjustments along the way. Many successful people failed many times before they actually achieved success. So begin again. Identify your obstacles, identify your limiting beliefs, and find ways to solve them. And when you succeed, celebrate. So now that we've looked at the goal setting process, are you ready to give it a try? Let me encourage you to set just one goal for the rest of 2022. Choose any category that you think would have the greatest impact on your life. Share with us in the comments which category you're going to choose. Good luck. See you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.